What is up, my YouTube people? Northeast Ohio Sports Cards here to talk about 2020-2021 NBA Prizm hobby box pre-order prices / Dutch auction, etc. Before we get into the nitty gritty, YouTube stuff down below. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment, question, or concern. Let's rock and roll. Boy, am I glad I waited a day to make this video. I almost said, hey, you can record this Saturday night while you're recording your other stuff. It'll be fine. And I said, I'll wait and record it Sunday night. Well, LaMelo Ball just broke his wrist and is out for the season. So that probably changes how this discussion's going to go somewhat. Before we bury the lead, so Prizm Hobby Box pre-sale is $2,500 for a box of base hobby. That includes 12 cards per pack, 12 packs per box, 2 autos, 22 prisms, and 10 inserts on average. On average, not guaranteed. So if you only get one, they can't say that they promise you two. First off the line, Dutch auction starts at $4,500, ends at $2,000. Where do we think this ends up at? Yeah. So initially, my gut said around 3. That this would end around 3,000, 3,100 ish would be my guess. It usually sells out a little bit above whatever the hobby boxes are pre-selling for. With the LaMelo injury, I will be curious to see how much it affects things, if at all. First off the line, you obviously get your little exclusive shimmers. Boxes on average hold 2 first off the line shimmer prisms, along with the 2 autographs, 22 prisms, and 10 inserts. So you get 2 extra shimmers on top of your normal stuff. Once again, 12 boxes per card or per pack, 12 packs per box. Maybe one box isn't enough for you and you want to order a case. A case of base hobby is $29,000. Would you like a case of Prizm basketball or would you like a Subaru Outback? I don't know. You know, one has LaMelo Silvers in it and one has cargo netting. So, man, these prices are, I don't even know anymore, guys. I'm laughing because I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but I don't understand. Let's just say it what it is. I mean, there's slim chance you're making your money back on this box. Very slim. I mean, even if you pull a LaMelo Silver that grades a PSA 10, I mean, you might break even. I don't know. Maybe an Anthony Edwards PSA 10 Silver. Probably not. Maybe. And now this LaMelo wrist injury just kind of throws everything into crazy town land, because how much does that affect his prices? It's going to hurt it a little bit. I'm not big on the reward stuff, but like, he's not winning Rookie of the Year now, probably. It's probably Anthony Edwards, most likely. He's going to miss 2 months. So plus just it sucks the hype out of, him playing. And as much as, listen, I was down on LaMelo to start the season. He's played beyond expectations. I still don't know that he's like NBA superstar level player. I mean, he seems like he's going to be pretty good, but I don't know that he is, Giannis, Luka, LeBron level, let alone even Zion or Morant. Time will tell, but he has been playing very well. Anthony Edwards started the season kind of slow. He's turned it on a lot lately. Wiseman's a non-contender, really. So it's kind of a short list. This class is a little meh, especially with LaMelo now being hurt. My take is I'm not chasing anything out of this product out of the gate, most likely, when it comes to singles. I will sit back, let the market shake itself out, see which rookies kind of fall through the cracks that are guys that maybe aren't getting a lot of playing time right now or more project guys, and try to pick them up on the cheap. Case in point would have been someone like, Kevin Porter Jr., for example, from last year's class. Cavs drafted him at 31 overall. Really wasn't getting a ton of playing time. Well, a little different timeline then because Prizm came out in December. He was not getting any playing time yet, but I like the pedigree. He was dirt cheap. So guys like that, and try to pick them up for a breakout in the beginning of next season that maybe works their way into a role, like guys like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, like that level of stuff, that you can get their silver prisms for pretty cheap. There's no one I'm going to be chasing like the day the singles start hitting the market. There's no one worth chasing, in my opinion. Anthony Edwards seems fine. Once again, I don't know that he's going to be an NBA superstar. He puts on some highlights, that's for sure. But we'll see what happens with that. So is there anyone that you guys are like, oh my God, I got to get a PSA 10 silver of this dude as fast as humanly possible from this class? Because in my opinion, there's not that player. And then the other big question is, what I really want to know is, where do you guys think this ends? Where does the Dutch auction end for Prizm hobby boxes? My guess is around 3K. I'm going to say right around 3,000 is where this ends. We will see if it gets there or ends sooner, maybe, or does it blow right past that? Once again, I'll be very curious with the LaMelo injury to see how much that affects prices as well. But my general take on this product is I'm not touching it. I mean, sure, like if I walk into a Walmart or a Target and it's sitting there, yeah, absolutely. But that's probably not going to happen because I'm not really looking for it to begin with. But there's, from the singles market, there's just no one I'm jonesing to get my hands on like last year's class. So we'll see how that affects prices as well. But basically at $2,500 for a hobby box and whatever first out the line sells out at, I mean, unless you're just ridiculously loaded and this is entertainment for you, there's no reason to touch these boxes. This is not a ripping wax for them, unless you could find it at retail prices, is not a common man's game anymore, if you will. It's essentially all breaker products, basically. I mean, how many people can afford a $2,500 box of Prizm? Plus, maybe I'll do a video on this later in the week. Like, instead of buying the $2,500 box of Prizm, just go buy some nice PSA 10s. You can get 2 Luka PSA 10 Prizm bases for the price of 1 hobby box. They're going for about $1,200 to $1,300 right now. So you could get 2 for less than a price of a hobby box. And I will bet you have a lot better chance at making a profit on those 2 Luka Prizms than you do this box. Hell, you could buy like 4 probably optic PSA 10 Lukas or a couple selects. I don't know. That's going to be my project this week. Spoilers for an upcoming video. What I would rather buy than a box of Prizm basketball for $2,500. You could do a lot of damage on the modern card market right now with $2,500. A lot. That's going to give you a lot better ROI than ripping that box. Now, once again, like I said, if $2,500 is nothing to you and you just want the fun and excitement of ripping packs, I get it. You do you, man. But we take the investing angle on this channel, and the angle of I would like to make a profit off of this hobby. And I can tell you right now, ripping a $2,500 box of Prizm is not the way to go about that. Unless you have X-ray vision. And even then, like I said, I don't know what you could pull other than a numbered LaMelo or Anthony Edwards, and it gets a PSA 10. I don't know how I just don't know how you're making your money back on this box. Because, okay, you have the inflated wax price of $2,500. Then you have the crazy PSA prices now. So, unless you're going to send it somewhere else, and then you're costing yourself some value on the back end, depending on where you're going with it. I guess you could send it to HGA if you could get in. But do you really want to send like a LaMelo Prizm Silver to HGA to grade? Like, are you really going to risk that in an HGA slab? versus just sending it to PSA. So now you're paying $300 at Express or whatever, or Super Express to get it back ridiculously fast to be one of the first at market with it. So now you're $2,500 for the box plus $300 for Super Express, because Express right now is taking 6 weeks if you're lucky. And if you're doing something like that, you want to be first to market with it so you can maybe get extra value out of it that way. And you better be damn sure you're getting a 10, because if you get a 9, rip, like, cue up the dancing coffin gif, guys. It's just going to be nearly impossible to make your money back on one of these. I cannot wait. One of my favorite things to do is to watch breaks of products when it comes out. Like, I just put that up on the iPad in the background while I'm sorting cards or looking through stuff for grading or researching stuff for video ideas or whatever. Throw in late in sports cards or whatever, where they're going to run like all day Prizm breaks, and just think of, like, you just ripped a case of this for 30 grand. Like, oh my God, you pulled nothing sometimes out of these boxes. So I'll be curious to see where this goes. I'm also curious. I haven't seen pricing yet for Select Football. I'm curious to see where Select Football comes in at. I haven't ripped a box of anything since Christmas, and I do kind of have the itch to rip a box, but I just know it's such a loss leader that I usually end up talking myself out of it. But maybe a box of Select Basketball or Football I could get behind. I've never ripped a box of Select, I don't think. Maybe I have. No, I don't think I've ever ripped a hobby box of Select. I've just always bought single. I'm usually a big singles guy, unless I can find retail. But once again, that's nearly impossible. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, I think I have a feeling I know what most of you guys are going to think about this. But I'll just be curious for your thoughts and comments below. So what I want to know are, what do you think the Dutch auction ends at? And from a singles market, who are you looking to scoop up? Assuming it's not like LaMelo or Anthony Edwards, or maybe you are. Maybe you think LaMelo is the second coming of Michael Jordan or something, and you want to grab everything you can of his. But yeah, we'll see where this goes. I'll be very curious to watch this. So this launches Tuesday morning. So we will see where this ends. But that's all I got for you guys. So let me know those things down in the comments down below. Smash the like button, sub if you haven't, and we will catch you guys on the next one, which will probably be tomorrow. Well, obviously it'll be tomorrow. I basically do something almost every day now. I think tomorrow I am going to do just a random baseball market chat. I have some thoughts based off what we learned from football and basketball, if it will apply to the baseball market and what you guys think. And then maybe Wednesday, unless something else pops up, I'll do put together a shopping list for $2,500 of things I would rather buy than a Prizm basketball box. So that's officially all I got for you guys. Catch you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.